Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape From Tarkov video. In this video I am covering is Escape From Tarkov Dead, and I'm going to give you the TLDR right now. No. So if that's all you wanted to know, off you go. But if you want to know more, let's crack straight into it. So there is going to be a heap of people that just want to know the short and nasty of it. So the answer is no. But I'm going to go over pretty much three major topics right now and explain why the situation is how it is, and the history that has been in the exact same situation in the past. So let's go over that one first. How Escape From Tarkov in the past has gone through this mini wave of, oh, Escape From Tarkov's now a dead game. And there's been, like I said, it's happened a fair few times. In the year of 2018, there was a pretty significant event that happened. It was pretty controversial. And everyone was like, Escape From Tarkov's going to die. And then they dropped labs. And then the game went skyrocketed for what it was at the time. Then in 2019, we had, and I'm not even exaggerating, it was about 10 months where they had a wipe. And I'll bring it up here. One sec. Here's the 2019 year, just here. They had a patch come out at the end of 2018. And that had a wipe with it. And then between then and November, which I think was the 6th of November. It was the day before my birthday. She might have been, actually, no, this is the wipe was back here. Anyway, between the start of January and November, they had a wipe here and they added 2 guns and a handful of new tasks. That was it. That was the whole wipe. And everyone was like, well, after this one, in this situation here, people were like, Escape From Tarkov is going to die. This is the end of the game. There was literally like no growth in viewership from that wipe. And it's exactly the same situation we're seeing right now. And because you guys seem to like Twitch metrics as well, and you seem to reflect them as like the player base is based off how many people watch the stream, which I can understand because it's kind of how big the community is at the time. So it's a good way of referencing how the game is kind of sitting in a growth way and how big the community is. But it's not a direct reflection of player base. The player base could fluctuate from day to day, week to week, month to month, season to season. But giving you guys more of an insight here. So this 2019 year was about 11 months or 10 months. We had one wipe in the middle of it, and there was 2 guns and a handful of tasks added. Everyone was like, this is the most driest life of all time, and it was that bit right there, and no one was enjoying it, and everyone was playing other games, doing variety. I think I played heavy variety at the time as well. It's just how it goes because it gets so dry at times. So we had the reserve patch added. So the wipe happened, reserve was out of the game, and we went from the game being as quiet, like super quiet. Literally overnight, it was pumping. Everyone loved the game. There was a new map. Everything was exciting, and things were going crazy. Then the end of 2019 drops happened. Tarkov spiked in popularity, and it was everywhere. What you'll see right here, and you'll see a massive increase in viewership right here, and then a massive drop off. I can tell you exactly what that was. This right here was obviously the spike from drops. People all really hyped to watch the game and people really enjoying the game. But what people don't realize is this section right here is Summit 1G playing the game. Summit was playing the game with about 30,000 viewers on his own. And literally that 30,000 viewers were 56 down to like, I'd probably say at mid-20s. Literally, he stops playing the game, 30,000 viewers drop. So just understand that when that kind of stuff happens, like Summit playing or Shroud or anything like that, when they've got viewerships in the 20s, there's thousands of viewers, then you have something like that. Then we had the next wipe and another drop season, and things just kind of picked up. This is the 2020 year. It was a pretty busy year for Escape From Tarkov. Then we go into 2021, and this is where people are back into their whole, oh my god, it's a dead game. They're referring to how much people are watching and playing the game based off the last wipe, how it's already dropped off and the player base is dropping off and all that. There is literally so many things that affect month to month viewership. A lot of people were using these numbers down here and going, oh, you know, the month is down more from the other month, like the second month of the wipe last time. But you got to understand the people that were streaming during these months, it fluctuates from time to time. BSG seem to have one major patch per year. It's kind of where they're at now. They'll do a couple of like smaller patches. They'll do a wipe or something included in those patches, but they really do only have the one major patch per year. The one big kicker that's probably frustrating a lot of people and why the player base is so stagnant as it is right now is the fact that we haven't had a new map since, and I'll show you right here, it was October 27th, 2019. So by the time this video goes live, I think it's going to go live in about a week's time. It will probably be about 1 year, 11 months, 2-3 weeks since the last map was released from Escape From Tarkov. So it will be over 2 years since a new map was released. I'm not talking map expansions. They don't count, guys. I'm serious. To get proper hype back in the game, you need new big content, new maps, VoIP, the storyline, anything that's actual big main content. A map expansion is cool and all, but it's kind of like just seeing a little bit extra of the same thing you've already seen. So that's to explain the Twitch following and viewership that you guys seem to obsess about, or at least streamers seem to obsess about at least. I'll quickly touch on the other thing about Escape From Tarkov. Escape From Tarkov's kind of got this like whole DayZ cult following. So for example, DayZ is a game that probably will never die because it's just got a following that just kind of just sticks around. People love the role-playing aspects of it and the interaction and that. Same with GTA. GTA is the exact same thing. Even though it might be super hyped right now, even if it wasn't, there'd still be a pretty large role-playing community within that. Escape From Tarkov has the same. It has these die-hard fans that will play this game and follow this game for a very long time to go. And I can't imagine the game really dying off within the next 3 to 5 years. Like properly dying off where it's to the point of being unplayable. Yeah, you might have quieter servers from time to time or quieter games from time to time. That's what it's like living in fringe regions of the world, being like Australia and Asia and stuff like that, or South Africa. Has a lot of issues with it, but there will be times like that when there's big pauses in development or long periods in development where there's not a lot of new stuff. But it is how it is. But there will always be that cult following. So whilst the influx of new players coming in and out might go from time to time depending on how much new content there is and new maps, it's just one of those things that I think Escape From Tarkov will have a very strong following for a long time to come. Now, my third and final point that I want to talk about is actually how ferociously people are spamming the fact that Escape From Tarkov is dead on tweets, posts, and all that. Now, this is either from, so-and-so streamer's not streaming the game right now. Look how low the viewership is. And people literally going, Tarkov's a dead game. It's actually kind of funny because people spamming that don't realize, if they do care about the game, don't realize that someone new to Escape From Tarkov would see that post and go, oh, I'm not going to buy that game. It's a dead game. Why would I play a game that's dying? Or a returning player that's like, hey, I haven't played Escape From Tarkov in a while. Hey, I'll check out what's going on Reddit and I might play Escape From Tarkov again. And then they'll go, oh, everyone's saying it's a dead game. Maybe I won't bother going back into it because, there's it's dying off. No one's playing it. And what ends up happening is you're actually deterring returning players and new players from even playing the game. So if you actually do care, spamming it's a dead game everywhere is actually not going to make the development team do anything faster because we already know Escape From Tarkov and Battlestate games, they don't develop the game faster under pressure. They literally just do their own thing. But the people spamming it are actually deterring new and recurring or returning players from actually wanting to play the game. And I think you'll find that in that happening, you're actually damaging the game more than you probably think. The game already has enough issues it has with we've talked about it all before, but from game codes to desync, cheaters, blah, 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 blah. The last thing we need to do is deter new and returning players from even wanting to play the game. So I put all that information out there. Do it with what you want. But I thought I'd just make a video explaining it because it actually is kind of funny. I've just been enjoying myself playing whatever I feel like for a little bit because I've literally played this game to death. And I still love playing the game. I've still been popping onto it from time to time. And I'm filming the Raid series right now, which is up on the Pestily TV channel. In my opinion, it's like, play it if you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, play something else. But you don't have to go around spamming and acting like an idiot, complaining about the game being dead when it's not. It's just going through a quiet period. And this game has done it for 3 years now, 4 years, where it's had really busy periods, lots of new content, to really quiet periods with no content. And it's just part of the game, unfortunately. It's just how it is. Maybe in the future it'll speed up, but I remember this roadmap I saw back in 2018 and it was like, oh, Escape From Tarkov's gonna have all this new content out this year, and it wasn't. I think at one stage they said they could do a map release every 3 to 4 months. It hasn't. Doesn't make me like the game any more or less. I just understand the realistic factors of the game development, particularly in a COVID situation where people have been struggling to because the developers have been working from home and different teams are working from home or regions and that. And it's just how it is. So enjoy the game if you want to. Play the game if you want to. And that's all I've got to say. So lastly, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please take the time to like and comment for the YouTube algorithm. It really does help out with discoverability and making these videos go out to more people. If you're interested in the Raid series, it's a full playthrough of Escape from Tarkov with really highly edited stuff added to it. We're trying to make it as fun and enjoyable for you guys to watch. That will be up on the Pestily TV channel. It's got a new format for this season, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that, as well as I'm trialing out doing some playthroughs on some different games for the Pestily TV channel. Being 7 Days to Die at the moment is my game of choice, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that content. It should be going out this weekend or maybe next weekend. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, lastly, I'll see you next time.